What's happening, fine folks? It's been a minute, but your boy is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in to Master Your Life. I'm your boy D Rob. Today, guys, we talking strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for 2023. It's been a little minute since we did Master Your Life, but nonetheless, we are here. We're about to close out the new year, man. Close out 2022 and move into the new year, 2023. Anybody excited about advancing and moving forward for the new year? How has this past your year been, man? How has 2022 treated you, man? Have you been able to accomplish your goals? Have you able to reach new heights, new levels for success, whatever that may look like for you, man? I'm encouraged to know, man. Man, I have to admit, man, being able to do and been blessed to do the things that I've been blessed to do. I am grateful for what God is doing. And so it's my passion, it's my desire, man, to see you win, see you reach your level of success that you desire, man. And so I believe that you can do that by three ways. One, you can get hold of a vision. Two, you put a plan to it. And three, you fiercely execute towards the things that mean the most to you. Oftentimes I find many people are stuck. They lack direction. They're looking for new ideas to be able to do the things in life that they want to do. And they find it difficult to pick up that momentum. They find it difficult to do the things that they want to do, man. I want to encourage you as we get ready to close this year out and move into the new year, keep moving forward. Don't stop. Don't quit. Next level success demands six things from you. One, it demands for you to take action on your life, man, meaning that you have to grow in awareness about what's important to you. What's my strengths? What's my weaknesses? Some things that we're going to talk about this morning. What's my opportunities? What's the threats that's holding me or keeping me from reaching the levels I desire? Two, to reach the next level for success, whatever that for 2023, it's going to require you to get committed. It's going to require a commitment from you. What are you committed to do? And your growth and reaching your goals. Next, it's going to take your time, man. So many people want overnight success. Everybody want to reach and obtain the things in life, as if you can put your goals in the microwave and hit 30 seconds, and next thing you know, you got your fresh bag of popcorn in 3 minutes or less, man. Success don't operate like that. Reaching your goals sometimes don't operate that way. Next level in 2023 is going to mean be intentional. Yep, you're going to have to do some intentional things, whether that's going back to school, whether that's picking up a book you're reading, whether that's joining a community of like-minded individuals. You're going to have to find and be intentional about the level of success you desire. It's going to demand for you, there we go, to remain optimistic, because the truth of the matter is you're going to want to quit. I can't tell you how many times on this road, this journey to life purpose, that I just wanted to give up, that I just didn't see it pan out the way I thought it was going to pan out. But nonetheless, I remained optimistic through all the pressure, the doubt, the fear. So I'm going to encourage you to remain optimistic. I'm going to tell you, man, to really reach that next level, to reach your goals, whatever that look like for 2023, you must not. And that is never quit on you. Never quit, man. I don't care how difficult it gets. I don't care how many times you tell yourself I had enough and I don't know what else to do. I'm going to tell you to do this. Shove one foot in front of the other and keep going. Keep moving towards the mark. If you got to take a break, take a break, but get back on the road to your success. Success is not overnight. Success is a journey. Success is a marathon. I had a couple friends of mine who recently ran a marathon, and they had to put in the work to get there, to get to the end, So to reach that level of success for yourself, just realize that you must take action, grow in awareness, get committed, realize the success takes time, be intentional, remain optimistic, and don't quit on you. If that's good, man, in the chat, go ahead, light the chat up. Let me know that that resonates with you. Now, here we go today, guys. We talking strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What's, for 2023, moving us into our new year. Oftentimes, many folks like to set New Year's resolutions, right? I want to help you close out 2022, but move into your 2023 motivated, inspired, encouraged to take on life challenges, right? And I believe it all starts with recognizing your strengths, And so I believe too that until we understand why something is important to us, or why we want to reach our goals, um, it's gonna remain difficult for us in life to go through to go the extra mile. It's gonna be difficult to go the extra mile. We have to get clear on the why. Why do you want to reach your goal? Why is that goal so important to you? You know, the truth of the matter, when you get motivated, when you get inspired, when you understand your why for why you want to do the things in life, you're going to increase energy. You're going to increase your focus. You're going to increase your motivation. You're going to increase your commitment. You're going to be able to get connected to the hidden treasures that lie dormant within you. Those are your gifts, your talents that I believe that each one of us have. That's God innated. God has given us a gift, a talent to help us reach our purpose, our God-given gifts and goals for life, man. And so understanding your strengths, understanding your weaknesses, taking advantage of opportunities, and recognizing threats are key to success. Some of you saying, so why should I be mindful of my strengths, my weakness? Why should I take charge of opportunities? Why should I worry about threats? Well, I think that the benefit here is, one, to get hold of fresh ideas. Many people are stuck in their thinking because they don't have fresh ideas. Many people are stuck because they're not moving towards a goal in life. Whether that's in your personal career, maybe you're looking to get a promotion on your job. Maybe you want to move into the entrepreneurial or solopreneur world, where you could take charge of your life, have more freedom, increase your income, or increase passive income. There might be a hobby or something that you do well that can very well generate you additional income, So getting hold of what you do well is important. To the place and point, just having a personal plan, especially for us as men. What's your personal plan for your family? Moving into the 2023, what vacations have you planned for your family? What weekend trips are you thinking about putting in place? How are you planning to spend your first 30 days in the new year with your family, or tackling your goals, or establishing that business, whatever that might look like? What's that personal plan for yourself? Another great reason I think that growing in awareness and strength, recognizing your strength, understanding your weaknesses, seizing opportunities, and recognizing threats, is because, one, we want to, it'll help you evaluate that success plan moving forward. Many of us haven't taken time to look at where we come from and where we are now, and because we haven't taken time to evaluate or assess our situation, we don't think we got any further in life. I'm here to tell you, you're much closer to whatever that goal is. If you've been working it, you're much closer to it. Now, if you haven't been doing anything, well, the truth is, you ain't got no closer than the place where you last left off. Still, you are close. Why I'm passionate about this, moving guys into reaching their goals for 2023, because I hear often men say that they want to improve their leadership at every capacity, whether that's in their spiritual life, whether that's in relationships, or just personal, you know. Um, and so, man, shucks, I just think about it, just a few testimonies where guys have already who've been working with me, coaching with me, talk about the impact and change in their leadership, not just in their homes, but as well as on their jobs, where it's been noticed, it's been recognized that, hey, you know, um, since I sat with you, since we've done these workshops, since I've been learning this different approach to my leadership, um, other my management, that's what it was. Their management had came to them and said, "Hey, we noticed something about you. You're a little different. Your approach, your task, a little different." That's the beauty of growing in strength. This is the beauty of growing, recognizing your weaknesses. This is the beauty of taking charge or taking um, um, seizing opportunities. This is the reason for seizing opportunity and recognizing threats in your life, you know. And so the truth of the matter is we got to get to this place where we are analyzing where we want to be. What could life possibly look like if I tried more, I gave more, I had a better understanding of the things that I wanted to accomplish in life. So here we go. Strengths. You know, so before I get there, if that's you, you know, you're the individual saying, you know what, I do, I need this change in my life. Yes, I want this change in my life. Um, and no, I don't always know how to get here. Listen, I want to encourage you, man. By all means, grab a pen, grab a paper, man. Take these simple little notes. I won't be before you but another 10 minutes, man. But I want to leave you with something that you can apply in your life today that'll help you move the needle, get motivated, inspire you to take charge, and do and accomplish the things in life that you desire to accomplish for 2023. So here we go. We're talking strengths, man. So when you think of strengths, what comes to mind? You know, about you. What makes you you? What's your strength? What's the thing that you're good at, right? What do you do well? Mhm. What what do you want to do better? You know, that's what I would say that too, right? What makes you unique? What skill do you have? You know, what talent do you possess? You know, I got some amazing friends that do some amazing things, and I just think of an old army buddy. Every now and again, he'll put up a video of him um, working in his garage, and he's crafting handmade knives and things of that nature, man. Z, man, I'm shouting you out. You know, what skill do you have that you can utilize? What's a strength that what makes you uniquely you? What are you good at doing? You know, for me, it's connecting with people. For me, it's being able to speak. For me, it's being able, um, shucks, what else am I good at? I gosh, let's think. I got me on the spot now. I should have wrote me a couple of notes down. Connecting with people, definitely connecting with people, communicating is where my strength lies, right? The very thing, what are you proud of? Things that I'm proud of. I'm proud to be able to make the connections that I'm able to connect to make in the community, man. Because I have this giftedness to attract people, to influence people, to inspire others. It really puts me in the position, not in the position, but in the yeah, in the face of those who do it better than me, in the face of greatness. I think I like to say it that way, you know. And so because of my gift, because of my talent, I'm able to connect with phenomenal people. Um, so what's that strength for you? What's the thing that makes you uniquely you? Things you do well. What separates you from others? Yeah. What's that skill? What's the knowledge that you have? Um, I think another thing that makes me great is I recognize behaviors. I understand. I've learned to understand people, um, and which helps me better connect with people. I think that's a great strength that I have. Right. What's your tangible assets? What's your intellect? Maybe it's going. You got a college degree that makes you great. Or you're proud of that degree that you have that really makes you phenomenal. So think about those strengths, man. I want you to identify them strengths. I want you to identify 3 strengths that you believe make you uniquely you and just write them down, right? It's just that simple. Now, when it comes to weakness, when it comes to weakness, what are and I typically call weaknesses limitations, right? So here, let me give you an example of weaknesses. And let me say it this way. I don't believe weaknesses. Here we go. Weaknesses are this. This is what weaknesses are, at least from my point of view, right? Weaknesses are your strength overused. You're great at something. You're good at something. However, sometimes you can overuse your strength and it become a weakness, you know, if that makes sense. That's how I see weaknesses, right? But then weaknesses can be things that you want to be able to do better. What's the area in life that you might want to improve on? One important area in life for me for a long time was that I wanted to improve my leadership. I didn't always think that I was the best leader. I didn't always think that I wasn't always confident in my leadership capability, right? But that didn't mean I was a bad leader. I just had to find the confidence, right? So what do you want to do better? Another thing that I wanted to do better for myself was I wanted to be a better husband. I wanted to be a better father. So those are things that I work on to be better. Now, I don't see them as weaknesses. I see them as limitations because when I think of weaknesses, I think weaknesses are things that we tell ourselves that we can't do. However, limitations are things that we identify and we work to get better at. So what's those limitations in your life, right? Um, what's the areas in life? What are those things in life that you want to avoid? Yeah. What are those limitations? What are those things in your life? What do others see in you, right? Uh, as a limitation. You know, some people may see this in me, right? And I recognize it from time to time. I often identify it as a blind spot in my life. And that is because I understand my gift to speak and my gift to connect with people, right? Here's a limitation for me. Because remember, I told you um, limitations or weaknesses are strengths, your strength overused. So here it is. My one limitation for me might be over talking. That's a limitation for me. And so I have to be mindful at times that hey, you could very well be over talking and it can wreak havoc in relationships, It can wreak havoc connecting with people because if I'm talking too much, I'm not giving anyone else a chance to talk. Ready? And if I'm nobody else get a chance to talk or speak, then the truth is I'm not listening. And the very aspect of what I love to do is give my attention to people. I love to connect with people by listening. So that's something I have to be mindful of, right? And so I want you to take a minute, right? When you get an opportunity, I want you to identify 3 strengths. And now I want you to identify 3 limitations or weaknesses that you may think may be hindering you from reaching your goals moving forward for 2023. Let's look at opportunities. What are opportunities? I believe opportunities are everywhere when you shift your perspective. If you don't shift your perspective, it can be very hard to see opportunity. However, opportunity awaits everywhere. Now, this is the thing about opportunity. Every opportunity ain't yours. There's a lot of opportunity out there, you know, but um, when you understand your strengths, your giftedness, your talents, and you recognize those limitations or weaknesses in life, you know, and you got hold of, and I loved, and I share this with people, your value or core values, you know, it helps you to recognize the right or better opportunities for you. Why? Because what you're trying to create is an alignment, right? And while there's many opportunities out there, if we're not core on our strengths, if we can't recognize what some of our limitations or weaknesses are, or don't have core values, yeah, we can very well be trying every door till we find the right door. And it's this place of alignment for you that really helps you seize the right opportunity, because opportunity exists everywhere. You know, Will Smith said this, and it's probably one of my favorite things, that the greatest things in life are on the opposite of fear, right? And for you to take hold of opportunity, you have to overcome fear. So what are the opportunities out there for you? You know, when you get clear on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and why you want to accomplish, you know, and you identify your strengths and recognize your weaknesses and limitations, and get core on on a few values that's important to you, man, those right opportunities will start showing up, and you will know which door to go through. So here's an example of that for me. When I first started out in this solopreneur world, becoming an entrepreneur, um, the truth was I was scared out my wits. I didn't know how. I was too worried about if I was making the right move. I was too worried about this opportunity was for me. However, I understood this key factor for success. There must be movement in your life, you know. And I often share that you can't really make a bad a bad mistake when you're operating from a place of purpose. You're operating from a place of purpose, because each step you move or make will lead you to where you need to go. And this is the importance of being in alignment, right? Because once you're in alignment, you will start making the better choices. And many of us have difficult making the better choices because we lack the alignment. Well, I think that was some of my biggest fear, was that I wasn't totally in alignment. Today I operate from a different perspective, you know, where I have my my goals, my visions, purpose for life in alignment with what I believe God has called me to. So it causes me to make uh, to recognize opportunity. And here's an opportunity that had taken for myself that literally propelled me to next level, and that was to go and speak at the parole office. So each week locally, parole guys would come out of prison and would have to come to the parole office and check in. And you know, and so each week I would go to the parole office and just speak, encourage them, motivate them, inspire them, share my story of opportunity and taking chances and following your dreams and things of that nature, right? Well, this is what happened. After a few months of doing that, um, the parole office offered me a contract to come in and regularly work with the formerly incarcerated community. Phenomenal opportunity. This is what I'm talking about when you identify your strengths, when you recognize your limitations, you get in alignment and you begin to start seizing opportunity. You start looking for opportunities. You start showing up. You start doing the work. Once you start moving in this place of purpose to reach your goal, things begin to open up. Opportunity begins to open up. So here are a couple of questions I want you to consider. What are the opportunities out there for you? What could you take advantage of? Yep. And what strengths could you turn into opportunity? And so what I had done was I took my strength, being able to speak, and took it into the establishment that opened up a door of opportunity where I was able and still able to work with the formerly incarcerated community. Phenomenal opportunity. I want you to get hold of that opportunity in your life. I want you to write down 3 things that you can that you recognize for yourself could be possible opportunities to help you reach your goals in life. An opportunity can look like um, getting a scholarship to go to school. An opportunity could look like uh, putting in a request for the promotion on your job or a new position on your job. Opportunity can look like many type of things. Opportunity can be buying a new car. I mean, opportunity can be anything depending on what it looks like for you. And then lastly, threats, you know. So threats are those things that can kind of harm you, right? Um, they're kind of like your competition. Um, these are your weaknesses exposed. These are obstacles that you haven't actually bumped into yet. You know, what's some of the threats out there that can really derail you from the level of success you want? You know, think about it. If you deal with depression or anxiety, a threat can maybe be abuse of drugs and alcohol. You know, a threat if you don't put yourself in alignment to do the right thing, and you constantly find yourself trying to cheat the system, get over on people, a threat could very well be imprisonment, going to jail, whatever the case may. Shucks, a threat can be running a red light and getting a traffic ticket, and now you got to go to court. No telling how many violations you got. Now you got to go to traffic school. What's those threats in your life that you haven't recognized? And so one of my threats, at least from my point of view, is being able to just slow down my pace, just slow down, because sometimes I think moving too fast, and I'm thinking here from a personal perspective here, moving too fast. So when I'm driving in the car, man, I'm trying to hurry up to get from point A to point B so I can get back to do the next thing that I want to be working on, right? And I promise you, this happened literally today, literally today. I'm driving down the street and I was just about to punch the gas, and I caught the police car out my peripheral, and he was radaring vehicles, and it made me say to myself, man, that could have really derailed me. Put me back an hour or two, because now I had to pull over, get this ticket. It could have put me back a month or two, because now I had to come up with the finance to pay this speeding ticket. I don't know. It could be a number of things that could have happened in that moment, right, in time, that could possibly be a threat. What's those things that threaten you from reaching your goal? That can be a hindrance. That can be a new nuance. I think that's it. A nuance in your life that hinder you from reaching and doing the things that's most important to you. I want you to identify 3 of those for yourself, man, and write them down. And here's the caveat. Once you're able to do all of that, right? Once you identify your strengths, your weaknesses, 3 weaknesses, identify 3 strengths, identify 3 weaknesses, identify 3 opportunities, and 3 threats. I simply want you to assess the situation, assess it. Take some time, review it. Get real clear on what your strengths are, right? And I want you to recognize the strengths and opportunities, right? And I want you to look at the opportunities and see how you can apply your strengths to the opportunity. Does that make sense? Yep. You're gonna just take some time, review your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunity, and to your threats, and you're gonna identify how you can take your strengths and apply them to the opportunity that you identified for yourself. And then I want you to go out and execute on that opportunity. I want you to do the same thing for the threats. I'm sorry, for the weaknesses and limitations. I want you to just identify one or two limitations, or one and one. Let's just do that. One limitation and one threat for yourself, and ask yourself, what can I do to change this from a weakness or a limitation, but into a strength? How can I turn this weakness or limitation into a strength?